Ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new segment called Undercover Entry-Level Employee. Undercover Entry-Level Employee, featuring the one and only Whodat 950, who has been working undercover at Amazon as a delivery truck driver and is gonna tell us the realities. Maybe some of you consider taking this job. He's gonna tell you what it's like and what he's learned and what's going on. Whodat?
Yellow, what up? What up, what up, what up?
Loud. Whodat, welcome on the show.
Amazon.
Yeah, I want to talk about Amazon with you. When did you start at Amazon? Before we continue, I got to ask you a question. Are you at all worried about doing this?
I mean, not really. I don't think that there's anything I'm gonna say that they're gonna be like, holy fuck.
No, I don't think so either, but I just want to be sure because I would feel terrible. I would feel terrible if you got in any trouble. So I just need to be 100%. I need to be ready here.
I probably won't, but if I do, I'll blame you 100%. So.
Okay, cool. So anyway, when did you start at Amazon? When did you start at Amazon?
It was literally like the day I got back after the Atriot concert.
Okay, wow.
So it's been like 2 months pretty much. I think I was actually looking, I have 34 like actual work days.
34 work days at Amazon. And what has been your experience so far?
Dude, it sucks. It's really not that bad though. Like it sucks, but it's not like I'm gonna blow my shit off smooth. You know what I mean?
I would hope not, but it sucks. Can you tell us some of the way? I want to know more like the day-to-day. First of all, did they just throw you right in or like what? How did you?
Yeah, so that's the thing. The turnover is so quick. Like since I've been there, I've probably seen like 30 new people that have come in and then been gone in like the next few days.
You've only been there for 34 days and you've already seen 30 people churn out?
Yeah, it's like people just show up for a couple days and they'll be gone. Like maybe sometimes they might be on like a different schedule, but
no, I mean, I believe you. I heard it's one of the highest churn rates of any job ever. I mean, I heard they've gone through millions of Americans. They're running out of people because they can't. People have already tried it and they don't want to go back.
Going along with that, you can tell by the way the upper employees. I mean, I don't want to say they don't give a fuck about anybody, but it's like it's kind of hard to because people will just drop out or.
Oh, they know you'll be gone, right? So they're just okay. I see.
Yeah. And like pretty much every day on the little phones that they give us, they'll give us like survey questions. I would say like half the time the question is, do you plan to be a delivery associate in the next 30 days? I always answer yes, but you know.
Who would answer no? That's basically saying you're gonna quit. That's essentially asking right there if you're gonna quit. 30 days is nothing.
To be honest, with a lot of this stuff, I don't actually know like anything above the level that I'm at.
Yeah.
I don't know shit. I just show up every day. They're like, all right, you're route this and you do this. And I'm like, okay. Now I get in the van, load up the shit, and deliver it.
Okay, so tell me about like, first of all, you said they threw you right in, right? So
it's like 3 days of training. You're literally just sitting in a classroom watching videos, and then like they walk you around one time, and then they have you drive the van around the block.
Okay.
And they're like, all right, you're good.
Okay.
And then your first day, you have a trainer with you who just does the route alongside you, and they give you what's called nursery routes. It's just less stops. I think my first one was like 98 stops.
98 is a nursery stop?
Yes. I'll get into the workload in a second.
Okay.
Especially with the holidays coming up. It's actually, you know, I'll tell you about my story today because I'm not just wearing this outfit for fun. I started work today at 10:30 my time, so 8:30 your time, and I got off like an hour ago.
Okay, but it's not as hard as streaming, right? Like you understand that like this, I don't want to be.
Streaming's way harder.
Streaming's way hard. Okay, we both agree.
So
yeah, obviously.
Way harder.
Okay, so wait, tell me about this. So walk me through a day here. You're waking up at 10 a.m. and you have to deliver for 8-9 hours. Like what and how many stops?
I feel like the usual for me is probably around like 140 to 160.
Jeez.
Oh wow, look at all those emotes. Here, I actually have some pictures as I'll walk you through a day.
Okay.
So you show up and there's just a dispatcher sitting at a little table inside the warehouse with all the vans.
Okay.
And there's just a line of all the other delivery people. And you just go through the line, get to the front, and bro will just tell you your route number, which pad to go to load up your van. So then you go, you get your phone, you scan the VIN or whatever, and you got to do a little walk around of your van to like check everything, like check the tires. You're supposed to check and make sure that there's like no dents and no dings, but the vans at my specific place, they're all they have huge dents. The bumpers are missing on half of them. Literally almost every single van it has like 3 or 4 different things going off on the dashboard.
Oh, like
literally every single one.
You just ignore it.
Yeah, you just ignore it and like
this oil change.
At the end of the day, but they're like,
yeah, that's funny.
All these vans have over 100,000 miles. So they're old, they're raggedy. Yeah, it's tough. One day my van smelled like piss. It was terrible.
Wait, why? It's your van, right?
You get assigned one.
You just get a new one every day. It's on the same one.
Yeah, like
Okay.
sometimes you'll get the same one throughout the week, but most of the time you kind of you know, they'll toss you around. So it's not just Amazon vans. Like a good like half the time you'll get a rental van, which is just literally a little white van that you just rented.
Oh, really?
That is smaller, and sometimes it works better, but it's literally just like a truck bed back there half the time.
What I want to ask about that, because you bring up piss, and that reminds me of a famous Amazon story, people having to piss in bottles.
Oh my gosh. Hold up. I really sat down today, and I had to lock the fuck in to not resort to this. I had to lock the fuck in. There's been many days where I truly think, I'm like, is this the day where I got to do it? And I'm like, I cannot stoop this low. This cannot be my life. I think I'll have a D1 crash out if I actually end up pissing in a bottle while working at Amazon.
Bro's only 34 days in, and he's having multiple days where he's avoiding a crash out of having to piss in a bottle. That's crazy, bro.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
When you actually get out on the road,
yeah,
like you're able to take your breaks, but the workload often is so much that if you take your breaks, you're gonna end up getting back late, and then they're gonna get mad at you or whatever.
Yeah, you're gonna fall behind. That's 100%. That's the piss in the bottle story.
Especially where I deliver is like real rural Texas. It's like it's literally an hour drive from just the dispatch to actually get to where we're delivering packages.
Okay.
Sometimes you're out in the middle of the sticks, and there's not a gas station in sight. There's no way you're gonna be able to take your break. That's only 15 minutes. And find a gas station to go pee.
Yeah.
So
okay, but the system they set up could like encourage you.
Oh yeah.
To piss in a bottle, because
I've definitely thought about it. Oh, like honestly, I'll be real. If I didn't think that I might get caught, I would have done it. I would have done it, or at least peed on the floor outside. I don't know. It's tough out there, man.
No, 100%. That's the whole thing. I mean, that's the whole criticism of Amazon, is that like they don't tell you to piss in a bottle. Obviously, they just make it so the system is set up where you don't have enough time to do anything else. Like you have to. Yeah, 100%. Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
So how does it work? You're like, you are given a certain number of things to get done for the day. You can do it however fast or slow you want, but you have to finish, or how does it?
Yeah, you just have to, so it maps out the route for you.
Yeah.
Like it'll literally have like numbers. Like today I had 169 stops. It was like, there's a little dot all around the map that's like, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
You know, going all the way up.
Yeah.
And you can technically reorganize it if you want to. Usually you don't, because it takes a lot of time, and it's way easier to just go with what they have.
Yeah, why would you want to reorganize? I'm sure the map is fine, right?
Well, you'd want to, because the app sucks, and sometimes it'll send you like into a neighborhood and then back out to get like a random business, and then back into the neighborhood.
Okay, I can see why that sucks.
Why am I going back and forth?
Okay.
You're constantly going back and forth. The GPS doesn't work half the time either.
Interesting. That feels like that'd be priority 1. That being bad is so stupid.
Someone in chat says, I delivered through Irvine 4 years ago. Do they still make you cover other people's routes if you finish early? They don't make you, but like if you finish early and then they're like, hey, this guy, he needs some extra help. Can you go and rescue him? And you say no, it's like they'll give you the nastiest look when you come back.
What
so
the fuck?
It's like, yeah. And also it's like, sometimes you'll be the guy who's getting rescued. Yeah, they literally call it rescuing.
Do they ever, I mean, do you get extra pay or anything for that?
I mean, for the extra hours, because it's like,
right, it's hourly.
just,
okay,
it's all hourly, so.
Yeah, but you're probably exhausted at that point, especially if you, okay.
This is actually my first time on the job by myself. I finished up my route, which, I mean, it was a little bit smaller because, again, it was my second day, first day on my own.
Yeah.
I finished the route. The guy's like, hey, do you want to rescue somebody? And I'm like, I really don't want to. I didn't tell him that, but I in my voice, I tried to convey it. And I was like, it's my second day, but I guess I can. He's like, okay, here you go. Go this one.
He's not gonna.
So I drive up to this guy, and let me tell you, every time I've rescued someone, it looks like they've been in a war. They're always sweaty as hell, like 1,000-yard stare. And they're like, oh, thank you so much for helping me out, man. Thank you so much. This time, the guy, he was at an apartment complex, and he had to keep going up and down. He was literally drenched in sweat. And he was like, man, this never happens to me. He's like, literally looked like he was about to cry about it. I was like, yo.
So is he getting like, if he needs a rescue, do they hurt his pay or something? Like, why is it so bad?
So what they'll do, if you get rescued too often, or if you're constantly coming back late, you'll pull up at the beginning of the day, and they'll be like, oh, today you have a rescue route or you have a different type of route. And basically, if that happens, you don't actually have a route that day, and you'll just go out and like rescue people for a couple hours and then come back early. So you just get less hours.
I see, you should let hours.
If it keeps happening, sometimes they'll pull up and be like, yeah, I got nothing for you.
That's crazy.
What's even worse is one time I ran into a guy who he lived out like where we deliver at, and he was just getting back. He was like, yeah, man, they sent me back. I guess, I don't know, they didn't have enough routes for me today. And I was like, in my head, I was like, this guy drove 2 hours. I mean, like going down and then coming back.
Yeah.
Just to get nothing. Like that's so tough.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
But that's kind of like the whole thing. If they don't really actually give a fuck about the individual,
Right, they're just churning through
because they know that they'll probably be gone in a little bit anyway.
Yeah. All right, so tell me about the day-to-day. Like, here's my big question: is you're driving mostly alone, right? This is not a job where you have a lot of people to talk to. Are you able to listen to podcasts or streams?
Yes,
or...
that's if you can do that, I would blow my shit off rough.
Yeah, of course.
Music, you can listen to whatever, they don't care. Some people will even be on calls literally the whole day. That's the one savior. You get to just be by yourself and work on your own, which I do like actually.
Right. I think that's
nice.
Kind of a decent part of it. The only problem is it sounds like every minute is so scheduled. You're not get a lot of time to like you're constantly stopping, I would assume.
Yeah, no, you're never constantly stopping. So my strat, especially at the beginning, because the drive there is so long, is I just find like a long video or a long podcast.
Yeah.
I'll put that on, make sure it's long enough to get through the whole thing. Because they're extremely strict about using your phone or even being distracted. Like, you're not allowed to have your hands off you have to have 2 hands on the wheel at all times.
Are you monitored? Is there a camera on you?
Yes, here I have a picture of it.
So you're constantly being monitored, and if you take your hands off the wheel, that's crazy.
Yeah, if you take your hands off the wheel, like if you have water there, you can't drink, or you can't like take a little bite of your chips in the cup holder. Yeah, no, nothing. You just gotta hands on the wheel, looking forward. Even if you put your phone in like the cup holder, if they see you looking down at it, it'll ding you for that.
Really? And when you say ding, like what does that look like?
So you'll get an alert. So there's, running a red light, speeding, not failing to stop at a stop sign, like basically just all the regular rules of the road. If the van catches you not following it, it'll upload it to your dispatch person or to, honestly, I don't know who the fuck. I'm pretty sure it's your dispatch person. They'll see it. And then they will like message you and be like, hey man, just saw you ran that stop sign.
Sad face.
Don't do that shit.
Sad emoji.
Basically, if it happens enough, you'll get dropped. And also, the dispatches themselves are all technically their own little companies that just are working for Amazon. So Amazon, if you get too many dings, they'll be like, oh, your dispatch sucks, bro. So I don't know if this is just my dispatch person trying to make sure that we don't get alerts or not.
Right.
But they were talking about how if you get too many alerts, sometimes that Amazon themselves will dock the pay to the dispatch.
Yeah.
That
would make total sense to me that Amazon puts a middleman company between them and the drivers so they can blame everything on them if anything goes wrong.
Yep.
And they can cut them loose. That would be 100%. That would track a lot. I don't know if that's the case, but that would make a lot of sense.
It's messed up because our place, they had to change their name because they had Prime in their name before, and Amazon was like, you cannot have that shit in your name. You got to change it. so now we have a different name.
Maybe Logan Paul sent a message, I tried to shut him down.
Yeah.
Okay, so the good part is only that you get to listen to stuff and like get some solitary time to like get good content, but everything else kind of seems kind of bad. Is there anything better? Like, what else is good?
Yes, I'll say something funny that happened. One day I had a rental van, and they don't come with the cameras like pre-installed or anything. Like whoever's the guy who takes care of all the vans has to install them.
Okay.
And one day I got a rental van that didn't have a camera in there, but it did have this. It was just a 1984 Big Brother is watching you with the eye. And I just thought it was funny. That's why I took the picture of it. I was like, that's funny. Like, whatever we got. Like, but then throughout this day, since there was no camera, I was like, okay, I'll drink my drink while I'm driving.
Yeah.
I'll drink my drink. I'll eat some chips. I will,
I'll smile.
I'll smile wide. Literally, I don't know how the fuck they tracked it. They caught all of them.
Wait,
they
what?
caught everything that I did, and I
had
had
a
like a negative
camera?
rating that day. I was like, what the fuck? There wasn't even a camera in there.
There must have been a camera. How are they catching you?
I don't know. I looked because when I first got in, I was like, oh, there's no camera. I was like, I wonder if it's anywhere else. No, I looked around. It wasn't in there.
Dude,
I don't know what happened.
Oh, that's crazy.
I don't know
the
how
camera
they knew.
in the poster? That shit's wild.
I don't know what went on there. I had a bad day that day.
Wait, I got a question for you. So there's some new technology supposed to rolling out to drivers where they have glasses
I did. I was actually looking at that earlier today.
Okay.
And right before.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, we are not getting that shit. Amazon rolling that shit out to like more than one whatever test group at a time.
Yeah.
It takes so long. We probably won't have electric vans at our place until in the next like, because I talked to
baby.
I talked to the like manager guy when I first got there, because in the training they have like a whole like section on how to plug in the electric vans and how they work and how to do this and that.
Yeah.
And I was like, so do we have any electric vans at our place? And the guy was like, nah, we probably won't have any for like 5 years or so.
Yeah, I mean, is there even a lot of chargers in Texas? It would be kind of tough.
No, yeah, that's what it's like. Yeah. It's like just not set up for getting new stuff. Like the way that all the vans are parked, they're not even in a way where they'd have to like rebuild the whole floor in there to get chargers.
I mean, Texas loves oil, man. I don't know if they're gonna switch anytime soon.
Yeah.
Okay, so not glasses, but what about the thing in the van that shines a green light on every package you're supposed to pick up? Have you seen that?
There's no way that's gonna work. Let me show you a picture of what the inside of my van looked like today.
All right. It's funny to hear this because
yeah.
you see this stuff and you're like, well, it's kind of cool, I guess. And then you hear from someone that actually works there and like, yeah, this sucks. It's like, doesn't.
Maybe it'll work, but what are they going to show when my package is in the fucking way back there? And also look at the way most of the packages come is in these big little bin things right here. Here, I took a picture of the inside of one. This is how they come.
Oh yeah. How the fuck are they going to shine a light on the.
I don't think that part
is it a huge pain in the ass then to find the packages every time?
So the way it's kind of streamlined is everything that's in like one bag. So like when you first show up, it'll be like your package is number 230 and it's in bag blue 14. So you know it's in this bag.
Okay.
And then pretty much all the blue 14 packages will be at one time. Except for sometimes when the app messes up and in the middle, it'll tell you to get packages from a different bag, which is very annoying.
I see. Is it packed like front to back to where you're like, you're picking up blue stuff first, then it goes to a different color or whatever? And so
that's the thing. You have to pack it yourself.
Oh.
So it's up to you. Yeah, it's up to you. Basically, so it's kind of cool. I get to LARP like I'm in some like dystopian future, except for it's not LARP. Because like all of the I didn't save the picture of it, but it's basically like a huge pad and all of the vans like line up, like just rows and rows of vans.
Yeah.
All line up, and then it'll be like pad 1, go, 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 and they'll blow like the whistle, and then everyone gets out, and you go inside of the building that has all the carts.
Yeah.
And it'll be like, you have 3 carts today, or you have 4 carts today. So there will be big old carts. I tried to take a picture of them, but I wasn't able to because you are on a time limit. You got 20 minutes to load your van, pretty much.
Oh shit.
And that's from getting out, grabbing the carts, and then bringing them down. But for a good size, to show how big they are, there's 9 of these fit on one cart.
I guess what I'm saying is like, so if you don't pack it the right way or whatever, and you get in,
you're fucked.
You get to a house and it's like, get the package in the back. You have to crawl through all of that to try and find the right thing, and that seems crazy. This feels like a bad system.
You have to. That's kind of the main thing that the person who train like on your training day, they'll show you the system for how they load their van, and if they're training you, they've been there long enough that they know what they're doing. So you pretty much just copy what they did, and then you'll slowly make your own way. But you can pack it however you want. When I packed this one out today, it was rough because I had 4 things, so I had to go up and down 4 times to grab my my stuff. So by the time I actually got back, it's like you had 10 minutes left to actually put everything in there.
So is this shit just exhausting?
Yeah. This is definitely when I get the sweatiest, I think, is at the begining. I sweat really easily, so I feel like it's kind of hard for me
I do know that about you.
You were supposed to laugh. I was just talking. What are you laughing about?
I'm laughing because I've seen you sweat, dude. You sweated just walking around at the concert. Yeah, okay.
This was a bullying session, but whatever.
Yeah, this is where I bully Amazon delivery drivers. A new segment I started. So streamer bullies people working harder jobs than him. I mean, it's fascinating, but I feel kind of bad. It's like, sounds fucking tough. I assume you've survived 34 days, which is longer than a lot of people, I assume. Maybe you got a rhythm to it.
I mean,
but
it's tough, but like, you gotta lock in and just do it. I don't know. I feel like probably what does happen for people who end up staying longer or end up being there for a while is because I didn't really have a choice. You know what I mean? I had to pay my rent and shit. I had to find something, and you get in real easy. So, and the pay is like, it's not terrible. It's $21.50 an hour is what I get.
Yeah, right.
So
what about overtime?
Not
is it
bad.
like if you ever Or do they don't never allow it, or like do you get overtime?
So they do technically allow it, but not more than like 1 extra day, because each day is 10 hours. So you only work 4 days a week. You technically can, but usually they try not to do that, because if you don't get your rest days in between, it's tough. I mean, today was the hardest day I had anyway, but it was also the 4th day in a row. So it was extra tough, because
you got a break. You got a break for 3 days.
Yeah, you get 3 days off in a row, which is I like that part. Except for also sometimes it's too many days off in a row, and I'm like, oh, I get to fucking chill out. All of a sudden it's day 3, and all I've done has been chilling, and I'm like, fuck.
Right, because you got to recoup from 4 days of grind, and then I'm sure the Monday or whatever hits like a truck.
It is pretty tough, especially because like my first day is always Sunday, so it's like I don't even get to have like my shitty weekend day where the work day is coming up is Saturday. I don't get any regular weekend days.
Right. So my dad worked Amazon at the warehouse and said that was pretty tough. Do you know if there's like a ranking of what's the hardest? Like, do you know if driver's easier or better than warehouse, or what's the...
I don't know. There's not really time to talk to the warehouse employees, so I'm not sure.
It's crazy how little time there is to do anything.
To be honest, I don't really know what they are actually doing day to day. I heard, although I did hear today, they went over the intercom and were like, guys, we're moving at 15,000 packages every 10 minutes. Let's go. We're doing this. We're doing good. I was like, holy fuck, 15,000.
Why would that be inspiring to me as a warehouse worker? Why am I happy that Amazon's moving 15,000 packages a minute? Like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. Dude, it's funny. They do so much of like we're having a pizza party, guys. Isn't this awesome? Funnily enough, today, there was a food truck at the end of the day for everyone when you got off.
Okay.
Except for all the routes were super long, and we were it was slow getting out.
Yeah.
So actually, no one finished by the time we were supposed to. So when we all get back, the food truck was just gone already. And no one got anything.
So they told you about this food truck. You're the first one back, and there's no food truck, and nobody got it.
I mean, I'm sure some people did, because there's like 3
That's crazy,
separate dispatches that they have different areas, and some of them start earlier or later. So I'm sure at least some people got it, but my dispatch, we did not get shit.
That's fucked up, dude. I'd be mad.
But that's all right. I'm sure the burger was amazing and awesome.
All right. Well, anything else you want to let us know about the Amazon thing? I mean, this is eye-opening, I think, for a lot to get, more realities. I'll
say, if you're the type of person who lives on a third story, don't order 8 packages at once. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You made me walk up 3 flights of stairs twice with all this shit. Especially, hey, you know who you are. You know who you are. Your part number is 3.
We can't. No, we're not gonna say any apartment numbers. Cut that out. No, we don't need to say any apartment numbers here. Can I ask you a question? This is an honest question. Not that this is like a benefit, but do you feel like you're getting a workout? Do you feel like you're like...
yeah, that part's chill. I like that. Especially because you're I don't know if encourage is the right word, but if you don't run, I don't know if you're delivering them all.
I mean, you look like you actually are in better shape than when I last talked to you before the job. I mean, you actually looks like it's...
I mean, you're definitely getting over 10,000 steps every day.
That's interesting.
Also, I knew it was like a fucking thing in like movies or whatever, but dogs really hate you when you're wearing a delivery outfit. It's crazy.
Oh yeah?
I've had multiple run-ins with dogs where they're like, I've had to literally Scooby-Doo run away from a dog that was sitting in a driveway. Because sometimes you'll get like a not so nice area, and there's just like just shit everywhere, and like randomly there will be dogs that are like just not chained up or just completely out. I ran into, it looked like it was straight out of what's that fucking boomer ass baseball movie?
I only watched TikTok.
Sandlot.
The dog.
Like
Sandlot. Yeah, I got you.
Like that. And I saw them from across, and sometimes they're friendly, and I don't want to. It slows you down when there's a dog, because now you can't deliver the package, and you got to try and call whoever you're delivering for and being like, hey, there's a dog outside. Can you secure it? Is it your dog? Whatever. So sometimes if the dog looks chill, or if it's like a small dog, I'm like, whatever. I'm just delivering the package anyway. So I saw this one, and like he looked like nice enough when he was sitting down.
Yeah.
As soon as he saw me, bro is growling, slobber. He has his eyes are 2 different colors. Like it is scary as fuck. And he gets up and starts chasing. I literally was like, that might be the most scared. That might be the most like as far as like being in physical danger I've ever been.
That's scared the dog will bite the shit out of you.
Yeah, unironically, I tried to run and I couldn't for the first few seconds because my legs were moving so fast. I was literally like Scooby-Doo running.
That's crazy.
So I've run into a couple dogs like that, and then it's funny because every time, pretty much, the owner will come out and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry about him. It's okay."
He's so sweet.
Like, bro, almost ripped my trachea out. What are we doing? That part's tough, and also just in general, like I know they had a whole announcement about it, but there was one of our drivers was in the same area as a shooting last night. They're like, "Yep, that happens sometimes." Just like, you got it. Especially because now with daylight savings, it gets dark so early. It gets dark by 5:30. Again, another reason why I don't think we're ever seeing those glasses. We were supposed to get little headlamps or like little lamps you clip on to your vest.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, Amazon's having trouble getting them out. I don't know. Like we were supposed to get them literally a month ago.
Amazon gets 100 million packages out a day, but they can't get headlamps delivered to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And also, it speaks to this. The dispatches themselves are the ones who have to like buy and replace the phones and the
so interesting.
The chargers and the cords, everything. It seems like what they actually provide is not very much in general. Just
I mean, I didn't know this. I'm just now finding out from you, but I think this is true that a lot of the delivery is done by a third-party logistics company that Amazon is paying and putting all the problems onto, and then they have to figure it out. And like if they that would make so much sense, and that makes more sense than Amazon owning all of the. That's interesting. All right, well, who dat? I mean, I appreciate you walking me through this and chat. I'm sure you've helped some people avoid taking this job or thinking about doing it. And maybe to some people, it sounds like that's up their alley, what they're looking for.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad as long as you like are strong and don't mind running and don't mind feeling like a robot.
That's the saddest thing I ever heard in my whole life. Who dat? That was the saddest sentence I ever heard in my whole life. You just broke my heart live on stream. That was crazy. I mean, if you were an actor, that would be an Oscar-worthy performance, but that was raw and real.
I don't know. It's fun. I love Amazon. It's so awesome. Shout out Jeff Bezos.
Use this clip. This is the clip we put on YouTube. This is the clip right here. Bro, I sincerely appreciate you sharing those. I think this is eye-opening for a lot of people, and is just good to hear about. I want everyone in chat to check out your stream. Go to whodat950. Give him a follow. Thank you, Whodat, for coming on stream. Can I get some sevens for Whodat950 for sharing, for going deep undercover and doing the world's first episode of Undercover Employee and bringing us the behind the scenes information to understand our world today. And you got to come back on as more happens.
They keep talking about how it's going to get crazy during the holidays. Like starting, I mean, it's Black Friday tomorrow. So, and
so my dad quit during the holiday. He quit around Christmas because he said it got incredibly insane and he was working the night shift and it was insane hours and they didn't give him Christmas off and he just got so mad that he quit. So if you make it through the holidays, you've probably got through the toughest time. I can't imagine.
I forgot to mention, you're not allowed to take off during the holidays at all. It's like it started like a couple, I think it was last week.
Yeah.
Then till the end of January, we're not allowed, no time off.
Till the end of January?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
No time off. But hey, we don't deliver on Christmas Day. Woo! Yes.
Jeff Bezos. Can we get a Jeff Bezos chant in chat? He is my goat.
Jeff. Honestly, we don't work hard enough. I
was going to say that, dude. I was actually going to end by saying that. It sounds like, based on everything you've told me, you're kind of lazy and like you're clearly.
Yeah, it's why I am lazy.
It feels like you're robbing Jeff Bezos in a way.
I'm robbing Jeff. Honestly, I should be paying them to drive that prestigious Amazon van. It smells like piss.
He finally gets it, folks. We've made progress today. We've helped one worker understand the importance of doing more for their employer. This is powerful stuff. Thanks, Huda, for coming on. I really appreciate that. Chad appreciates it, and we'll have to bring you on again for more updates. Later, Gator.
Sounds good.
That was Whodat950, folks. That was awesome. I mean, it's sad. And by the way, if anyone else is working a job, I mean, we do job interviews all the time. Not all the time, but with this chat. But if you want to do a deeper thing where you come on camera and show us some pictures and explain things people might not know about your job, then we could do that. I think that would be really interesting. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoyed that. I enjoyed learning about that. There was questions I had that I got answered that I've always wanted to know about that job. And definitely check out Whodat's stream. Guy is hilarious and a good dude and is trying to make it work.